I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general collective reading for the sign of Libra for April 2020. This is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Stellium. If you feel like you are Libran, maybe you were drawn to the title of the video, this is for you. This is a general reading. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Maybe you watch this reading and think, maybe I'm not so much in this energy. Maybe I'm in, I don't know, more Scorpio energy. Then again, have a look on my channel. There are other videos. This will be released in order of astrological sign as per the guides. Not sure why they do it. They just want me to do it in a certain way. So let's start. Libras, what can Libra expect to see for the month of April 2020, please, Spirit? What's happening in April for Libra? There's a definite change of perspective here, but we're in a little bit of a pause. Yes, obviously we know what's going on. There's definitely a big pause happening at the moment. We are through the month of April, or certainly Libras will be actually seeing things from a very, and I'm hearing this is one of the major themes. This is going to be a major shift of perspective here. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Cups. You may be walking away from things that maybe you thought were really great. It's like there's something you're spotting here in the horizon that you're thinking, actually, that's more fruitful. Let's have a look. Libra. Yeah, you're actually going to feel and see and understand truth of the situation that you may have been in a quandary for a while, actually, where you weren't entirely sure if this situation would be honourable, truthful, you aligned with your highest and best interests. If you've had any doubt, this is going to be revealed. This is you observing you, and again, if you're maybe a cross watcher for a Libra, this is the Libra observing, paying attention to things on the internet, paying attention to gossip, but finding truth in a situation. So let's say, for example, you're a cross watcher. You may be suspicious of a, maybe you're trying to find out about your Libra person who has maybe a, I don't know, a karmic partner, who this person is starting to learn and understand and see the truth of a reality here. And I'm hearing it may not have been what they wanted to see, but they're having to start seeing it. It's like the perspective is having to shift. If you're a Libra yourself, you may be looking at people around you, your common acquaintances, friends, it could be a partner, it could be someone that maybe you worked with that you thought, actually, this is someone that I could see myself, you know, really similar. Maybe you're starting to sort of see the differences and you're thinking, actually, this person's more my kind of person. You're evaluating and reviewing everything at the moment. Not sure why I'm doing that. It's like you could feel maybe a little bit alienated. Maybe you feel like you're a bit alone. It's like they're trying to show you and shine a light of truth on everything for you to understand and then gravitate towards the right things. It's not to make you feel like you're at a loss. 5 of Pentacles on the bottom. Maybe you feel like things are falling through your fingers and that you know you couldn't see the wood for the trees. If you're feeling like you're in a loss position, like you're losing things, what is to come is going to show and reveal in a way that you can see your future. This is not just going to be a, oh, we're going to take things away and just not going to replace them with anything. We're just going to make you feel like this is the worst time to be alive. It's not. That's not how they do it. They subtly remove things or move things so that you can see other things in that path that are more beneficial for you, which will create your path forwards so that you know exactly where you need to go. This is an independent spirit. Maybe you are feeling like you just want to be independent at the moment. You don't want to be linked to anyone. You don't want to be tied to anyone. You just want to look through your own lens of truth because you feel like you are the person to rely on at the moment. You are the person that maybe you're downloading information. Maybe you've got some hardcore downloads that you've been getting and truth of a situation that you're now sitting and pondering. This is you in a sense of freedom. I feel like you've been limited in some way. The truth was setting you free. It wasn't to limit you. It's like the situation at the moment, you know, maybe before this happened, or maybe you're, you know, in a quarantine situation at the moment and you learned something before this, or maybe in the month of April during that situation you're learning something and you're maybe feeling like you're alone. You can view it in 2 ways. It's also a chance of a brand new chapter, a brand new beginning. Okay, maybe you choose to be alone, maybe you feel alone, but there's a very big difference between being alone and actually being alone, because I'm in this room at the moment and I'm just sitting in a room. My physical body is the only physical body in this room, but that it's full of my ancestors, my guides, my angels, my helpers, my spirit team. Do I ever get alone time? No. No, you've got to be joking me. I woke up today and they put some... I've quit smoking now. They gave me that heads up 2 months ago. Thanks, Spirit, because you actually did do me a favour there. That I say they gave me a heads up. They screamed at me over 2 months, about nearly 3 months ago now. Quit smoking! I was like, ah. It worked, and I quit smoking on the spot. It was that scary for me because they don't mess around with me. Usually I go through these things first to help everyone else, but this morning they placed a little item for me to see when I woke up, and the item was vape juice, even though I don't smoke. So I feel like, I mean, first of all, I was a bit like, really? Like, I kind of really wouldn't mind a bit of a, you know, a sort of a vape at the moment, which I'm not going to do, because obviously that's just the worst thing to do right now, isn't it? In my opinion, maybe you feel differently, but for me, I'm not doing that, because I smoked for 27 years. Yes, I know, it doesn't look like I would have done, but I did smoke for 27 years. I started at a very young age, because I was silly, and I definitely wasn't as in tune as I am now. And they put banana flavour. So anyway, I know what they're trying to tell me. They're trying to tell me to get a bit of potassium and magnesium in my body. So I've gone ahead and ordered that. And it's just to give us a helping hand. This is the kind of insights maybe you're getting at the moment. Maybe you've detached from people. Maybe your kind of group that you usually would gravitate towards. Maybe you've gravitated towards you in your spiritual journey because you found the truth. Your reality maybe you're in is like, wow, this isn't what I was expecting, and now you're going off on your own inner journey. Yes, the Spirit's saying that's very good if you are, because it's how it was designed. It wasn't designed to make you feel like you're alone. It was designed to upgrade you so that you're trusting your own instincts, because there's a gem there. There's a hidden gem. Because guess what? It will reveal what it is that is important to you. It will reveal an emotional substance or sustenance that is maybe you hadn't previously seen. But it's like the truth is being illuminated for you to go on a new path to get this in April. This is what April's about for you guys. This is what April's about for you guys. See, look, we've had the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so we had the 8 of Pentacles. We had the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is like, you've had to sidestep. This is not, I feel like some people might say, oh, you know, I'm going backwards before I'm going backwards here, not forwards. It's not, this is not how I'm viewing this. I'm viewing this as a sidestep, because you're reviewing everything. You're not on your path. You're sidestepping your path to review every path before you then take that step forward. And what they're saying is they're sidestepping you to review everything that's going on around you, so that you can find out where your emotional stability is, your substance is, to then check and move forward to that path, then to do the work. So it could be around April that you decide that your path has been, you've re-acknowledged a path that maybe you thought wasn't for you. You're actually having a look at that again, but then you're putting the moves in to kind of continue on that path to make it work for you. Because this is your future. This is about a glorious new healing future, and a prospect that is, it's like you're nourishing something that you hadn't done before because of this truth that you've seen, that is creating your future that you may not see just yet, but it's like it's pulling you in. And it could also be that maybe you're, because of maybe Libra with this indecisive energy, that you're more sure about this than you ever have been. Maybe your guiding navigational system is drawing you so much more towards a certain area, and at the moment maybe you're tuning in to see, well, I've been having this pull, but I don't know whether to trust it. Trust it. It's guiding you to your future. This is a very humanitarian energy. This is about healing. This is about, I mean, look, to be honest with you, if you've not been in a humanitarian energy, I feel like with these two cards, this is like you are absolutely reviewing everything, and it's like this is your new project. It's like you're viewing a more humanitarian energy and how you can help others and how your future will be created from that, and from that maybe it's drawing you towards the person that you want to be with as well, but you don't know it yet. Because don't forget, the star is usually hope as well. It's like usually a future vision, but you can't maybe see everything on the path. Maybe you're a bit, yeah, look, this is about taking the steps. Four of Swords is that meditation energy, sitting in that energy and contemplating it, you know. We just keep getting Five of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I've looked down 3 times now. The Five of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck. Now, this is the 3rd time, so that would be 15, which adds up to 6, which is Virgo energy. Could be a Virgo in your life, could be Aquarius in your life, that maybe you're sort of trying to work out how to deal with or what to do with. You feel like you're going to have to lose something in order to move forward, but what is your eyesight? What is your vision? If you're, you know, utilizing this more than you're utilizing that, is that a loss? Because I feel like you're doubling up on vision if you're using that, but I feel like you may be viewing it as you've lost something. But is it that you've lost something, or is it just your routine that is changing? Is it just that you feel like your world is changing and maybe you're feeling a little bit insecure about that? Obviously, as a Libra, this is in your 7th house, because we're in Aries now, so your relationships are going to be called into question. You are going to be looking at what exactly you expect from people, how you expect to move forward, you know, what you want to move away from. And speaking of moving away from, we've got the 6 of Swords moving into calmer waters, and the 7 of Swords moving into calmer waters. But you're not, are you being honest? It's about moving towards honesty, because the next card is the 8 of Swords. This is about moving towards honesty, because the 8 of Swords is not being able to see fully, is it? It's that kind of caught in that mental entrapment. You're moving into a cycle now where this is a recalibration of where you're moving towards. So if you've been previously stuck in your head, you're moving on from that. You're avoiding this mask type of energy, which was maybe you weren't honest about what it is you wanted. Maybe, you know, you're moving away from that now. You're putting in the work towards your actual future that is going to be better and beneficial for you. I can't speak. Yeah, this is about forward movement, which is warranted forward movement towards your ultimate, which is the 10 of Cups. But at some point, this inner light has to be acknowledged. So you're in hermit mode while that happens, all right? So April is going to be a lot of, not just in quarantine, but also in your mind and your soul, you know, in your spirit, just kind of evaluating things to try and work out, where am I moving to here? What's my next plan? What's my next move? Where is my star? Where is my star in all this? Okay. And then you're putting your work in. You're putting your work in towards where that star is. If you've had lots of choices and maybe there's been a lot of competition, that's being reduced. You're ruling out maybe people, things, opportunities, job options, things that you thought in your future you would be like, oh, I really want to see, I'd really love to do maybe writing, but I also want to like start my own business. You're going to get to a point where that's going to be clear to you. So it's like you're finally tuning where your future lies, where your 10 of Cups is, you know, where you're investing that energy, that long-term energy, where you're kind of traveling towards, where your efforts are going. And I actually feel like you're a lot more, because obviously we don't forget we had the Hanged Man. Now that's just been on the bottom of the deck, so it could have been that up until now you were viewing things at this level, but because we're ascending, you're now viewing it at this level, and so you can see a little bit higher, so you can see where this is. And the reason you've seen that is because you've gone within, you've taken the time, we've slowed right down, you've reviewed what it is that's actually really going on, you found your inner light, and you're ready to make the moves to your 10 of Cups, because it's something that's becoming very obvious to you. It's something that has become very obvious. This Seven of Cups, I feel, is being removed. This choices, this inaction, this inability to kind of make a clear decision. Because I feel like if, let's say, for example, you were coasting a little bit and you were sort of like, oh, I'll let spirit decide. I'll let spirit decide. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I've just seen a card that was upside down. It jumped off my hand and then flew the right way up. Someone is making a decision based on truth and fairness. Someone is making that decision based on truth, fairness, logic and justice. But this is a decision that has been needing to be made for a long time, and the person's is about to see the information they needed to make the decision. Let's have a look. What else can you tell me, please, for Libra for the month of April, please? Something is about to end because they've made their choice. You've made your choice. You know what it is you want. You know what it is you want now. Maybe you didn't before. And let's say, for example, you're thinking of, you're watching this because you want to know what's going on in your love life. And let's say you've got someone who was around someone else and they didn't know what they wanted. This person is making a decision. They are making a decision. They're becoming single. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Pentacles. It's matching your energy. They were previous in this King of Wands energy where it's like they wanted to come towards you, but they weren't sure. They were manifesting something that would create that. They've manifested something. You or they have manifested something to create that because they knew that this couldn't continue. They knew. They also wanted their Empress. They wanted a new rebirth. They wanted to come towards the person that they knew was for them. And they're saying it couldn't go on. There was no justice in the situation. It couldn't have gone on. So they're heading towards their single life now, towards their person. All right. They could also have had a pregnancy scare, your person, in April. Could have, I'm not saying definitely, but that could have also been an option. The Eight of Wands as well is communication. So again, look out for someone communicating with you because of their truth is acknowledged as well. If it's not you, it'll be them. Maybe you are acknowledging a truth or they are. The defensiveness and the tit for tat, if there's been games, if there's been defensiveness, if someone's pushed you away, that is ending. We've got the Seven of Wands and the Five of Swords. So if someone has been playing a game or being defensive, or maybe you were sort of in that energy, that's being phased out. I'm hearing someone is acknowledging their own truth and they're mirroring you. Maybe you're, acknowledging your own truth, and that's why they can, let's say. And they want to put the past behind them. But this has been that energy of they were trying to manifest this out of this energy because it was like they were driving themselves mad, or maybe you have been overthinking things as well, but they had to do something to get themselves out of that energy because the decision wasn't being made. They weren't letting go, or you or they weren't letting go of something that needed to be let go of, and then there was a complete stalemate. And so now the truth is being shone for them to actually have forward movement. So in order to move forwards and to have that single energy, this had to be put in place in order for that to transition through. Because it just, there was no movement. There was no movement happening. And I know you're probably sat there thinking, is she having a laugh? What does it look like is going on at the moment? You've got to remember, just because no one's allowed out of their house at the moment doesn't mean to say the world has stopped and everyone's just going to go like this in the house. Obviously not. We still have to live inside a house, And obviously if we're living inside a house, it means our brains are working still. It means we're still making choices. It means, if anything, and this is coming from someone who's been in Big Brother in 2014, who was in a house for 6 weeks. I was in hiding for like a week and 5 weeks in there. No internet, no food. People don't come out of these situations the same human. And I get it. We've got internet at the moment. I use that term loosely at the moment, but you can't say, look, this situation is not going to be just for a couple of weeks. Sorry, just to be real, but people be changing in these situations. Bottom of the deck, the Emperor. The old order is being questioned. It's being acknowledged that the new order is coming in and the old order is affected. But change is here. If you're not seeing it now, you will, because the seeds have been planted. The seeds have been planted with this. All right. And yes, your manifestation is very high at the moment. So just be very careful what you're bringing in, because it's the Magician energy and your spread is very, very clear. Maybe you're offered something you don't want. Maybe there's been lots of offers that you don't want and you're just sat there thinking, yeah, but when's my offer? You'll get it. You'll get it. What wasn't seen previously is being released. Something is closing out in order to move forward. So if you were stuck in let's say a karmic situation, someone wasn't seeing what there was going on, Two of Swords, they were holding on too tight to a situation, that's coming to an end. That is over. A block is being released. You are being released. If you felt like you always knew something would happen but the timing wasn't right, this is it. Welcome to the timing. If you've sat there and gone, oh, it's really weird, like I just feel like I know that this is going to happen but I just don't know when. Like, decision, this flipped out. The King of Swords is the one that decides. This is someone who's in charge of a situation, who is not, you know, it's like they're happily releasing it. They're not just, this is an enthusiastic release. Now it's either you or them. So someone's releasing something and it's not, you know, it could be a third party situation that they're happy to now release that they weren't before, because they couldn't see who their person was. They couldn't see. We got a 2 here and we got a 2 here. 2020. They couldn't see. Now they've got 2020 vision. They make the decision. You make your decision. Whoever needs to make a decision is making a decision. The energy is being struck as and when needed. The movement is already being worked behind the scenes. If you can't see it with this yet, it's coming. It just hasn't arrived yet. The ethers, the 5 dimension, has manifested this into, you know, it's like it's just about to hit our physical reality. But because, you know, we're not living so much in the 5D as yet, we've yet to see this transition through the manifestation. But this is essentially what you've ordered. You guys ordered this. You've manifested something. You know what it is, the High Priestess. Something is being revealed that was, let me just tune into the High Priestess. I'm about to put my hand over her head and she was like, really? So I won't do that. Can I put it around your head? Where can I put my hand? Okay. I don't know why I want to say this, but your Easter is going to be highly significant. They're talking about Lent as well. I don't know whether or not, because Lent is 40 days and 40 nights, isn't it? I'm not particularly religious, so in fact I'm not religious, so please excuse me if I haven't got that right. There's something about Easter, Lent, and now they're telling me to shh, because I'm not supposed to be telling this. If you are being drawn to purging certain parts of your body and shifting your diet around that Lent season, go for it. If you're not, don't just do this because I've mentioned it. Go with what you're drawn to. But it's like something about this is about honouring the self in that way. Now, again, I've never done Lent in my life, but maybe I should. It's a sacrificial offering. That sounds awful, doesn't it, the way I just said that? It sounds a bit intense. It's not to say, you know, you have to sit here and just go without food. Obviously, that would be ludicrous. And please make sure you are listening to your body. If your body feels it needs nourishment, supplements, nutritional, I don't know, multivitamins or whatever, then obviously make sure you're listening to your body, but also, more importantly, your doctor, your GP. But there's something around this that it's like you're removing certain things in your diet, and it's like you're being rewarded. There's a body upgrade here. There's a balance that's being carried out. But it's like, look, I'll show you the energy on these cards. 8 of Wands with the High Priestess. It's like whatever you've ordered in with this 8 of Wands is coming to you, but it's like she wants you to kind of scale back, to be very modest at this time. This situation calls for modesty. Let's say, for example, around the Easter period, people are ordering in all kinds of rubbish. Like my things, they always have a giggle with me, and they start hiding my hairbrush and stuff like that. I found my hairbrush finally, but there's not a chance I'm going out just to buy a hairbrush, because for me that is a really unnecessary trip out, and I'm not going to sit and do that kind of thing. It's that kind of thing. If you're having little tests or things, ask yourself, is it vital for me to do this? Now, I'm going to be honest with you, the only thing I've kind of really looked into for this is supplements like vitamins, hair dye, and foundation. They're the 3 things. Obviously shower gel and toothpaste, yeah. And I haven't stocked up. I actually bought some for my brother and my mum, and I made sure that they kind of had basically more than me, if I'm totally honest with you. And then I had I've got like 2 bottles like just sort of backed up. That's it. I haven't gone mad with it. I haven't stocked up. But yeah, the toothpaste, I've got the one toothpaste I'm using, and the toothpaste is a backup, and then I've got 2 shower gels. That's it. I'm not about to start going mad. So, and food, we haven't stocked up. So they're saying scale back, show willing. There's something about this, it's like a test. It's like, if you are used to extravagant buying, they're asking for you to have discernment and modesty with that. Now, I'm not accusing anyone of stockpiling, obviously. If I'm totally honest with you, I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I don't know if people are stockpiling. I think it's the supply-demand system in certain countries that are not equipped. From my awareness, the United Kingdom has a 24 to 36 hour supply and demand system that was reduced from a week's backup to now 24 hours. And I feel like what they've done, being sneaky, is rather than sitting going, hi, our supply and demand system was actually wrong and we've messed up a bit here, they've made everyone blame everyone else. And the reason I found out this is because, I'm going to be honest with you, is because I was on Twitter asking questions, because that's kind of, I'm going to dig here for the truth. And I had someone from Ocado, yes, I'm going to call you out, who was threatening me for asking questions, because she was in the procurement department and clearly was trying to cover this up and was trying to shush me down and shut me down and keep me quiet. Unfortunately, she gave her information away. So now I know the information. She was so busy to try and shut me up, she gave too much away. So yeah, that's how I found out about that. But she was too busy. They're blaming people for stockpiling. I'll be honest with you, I don't think people are. And okay, yeah, we're seeing some people that are going into shops and people are taking pictures of people with 100 rolls of toilet roll. Yeah, maybe that was the one case in like a day in a shopping, we don't know. But I don't think it's as rife as what the mainstream media have wanted us to believe. So don't buy into that. Just make sure you're buying into your own truth. And if that doesn't resonate with you, then don't take it. But this is just from my own little digging that I've been doing, because I just think that's really bad. We're supposed to be banding together, not blaming. The blame culture has to stop. And I don't even want to blame the government, but, you know, I mean, this is just, it's silly. The whole thing's silly. So I'd rather just everyone be fair. Like, it's just so much easier. But this is asking you for around the Easter period to use discernment around that. There's something around the Easter period. Now, I know we've got a full moon around the 6th. Now, that could well be, Easter Sunday could well be around that period, but I'm just giving you a heads up that there's something about Lent and 40 days, all right? It could be that you're actually gaining something from it. Maybe you put something in for Lent and you get something back. Yeah, look, 6 of Pentacles. This is a balanced promise. What you put in, you gain back. It's an equal give and take. This is an equal promise. What else can you tell me, please? Because you put the work in. Someone's putting the work in. And actually, it might be quicker than you think. It's like you're putting the work in and you're gaining something from that. I'm also picking up a very strong headache here. Whoever I'm tuning into, it's like I'm overthinking. Do me a favour, if this is you, take a day off from thinking. Don't think. Don't think. Just put it down, because sometimes you can't figure it out with this. And especially if you're going through the same thought process over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, it's not going to work. We've got the Queen of Pentacles here. This is someone who is determined to stay, you know, with their wealth, with their money. This is someone who is potentially a provider. Someone's commitment is coming to an end. They're no longer going with a commitment. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, we've got the Knight of Cups with the Ten of Swords. Someone's commitment is ending. And it's not because it's like, yeah, it's publicly announced. There's a public announcement here. Something's coming into light. It doesn't feel like, it's just, yeah, look, someone's going to someone else. Someone's going to the Queen of Cups, not the Queen of Pentacles. Their emotional sustenance wasn't gained from it. They weren't gaining anything from it emotionally. It was just superficial. And the ending was a choice. There's no longer a Hanged Man at the end of April. So the Hanged Man at the beginning of April, which is that change of perspective, is now in the reverse, which means the pause for reflection is now green for go. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Pentacles. They know. They know their choice. They know their choice. They're making their way forward. They're making their way forward. I'm hearing to you. It's no longer about the traditional, you know, old system. This is about a new system. This is about healing. This is about a new earth. This is about a reconciliation. This is about, I'm hearing God's promise. You made a vow. You made a vow. If you honour, and there's something about you honouring this around the Easter, but it's something about resurrecting something that was previously discounted, that is now coming back around this time, because this energy, this competitive energy, is being ruled out. This is no longer, there's no gain around the competition. It's like no one's, what people were previously competing for is no longer viable. And if there was a previous separation around a couple that are soulmates, this is already in the ethers. This action has already been taken. It's just ready to filter down into the three-dimensional reality. But someone wants this. This is not something that people have been forced to choose. This is something that someone wanted. But by wanting something else had to end. Three of Swords. Libra, Libra, Libra. Okay. I mean, look, this is the Five of Swords like 3 times now. This is a lot. This is like the five of, sorry, the five, not the five of swords, the five of wands. Five of swords is arguments and head games. The five of wands. What is the five of wands with the knight of wands? Someone may have had to really take an effort to move out of this energy. Maybe they were around a karmic that was making things extremely difficult for them. But someone's had to really take some strength to make this decision, you or them. And now someone's charging ahead because they can see the light. They can see clearly enough. They're not scared. This is actually someone very well protected as well. You're very well protected. Oh my goodness, they're going towards their wish. They're going wrong way. This was pulled out first, the Wheel of Fortune with the Nine of Cups. They're going. It's time. It's time. They're going towards their wish. They're not going to be talked out of this. They're not going to be pushed around or, you know, forced into something. That's it. They've made their choice. It's done. It's already happened. This has already happened. It's done. I feel like I need to like celebrate. This has already happened. This has already happened. We are in this. Libra is the 7th house of relationships. The relationship has been chosen. It's been chosen. It's like the ultimate choice of ultimate choices is here. It's already. I'm getting. By the way, I'm running out of nail varnish remover, so you have to excuse my nail varnish. I've ordered, like, I feel so bad. This is, first of all, I have to apologise before I get into this next card, because I feel like that is the most disgusting thing that I've just said about nail polish. Who cares about nail polish? Let's be real. But because I'm on a video, obviously I do, because I'm not that into all that kind of stuff, really. Like, I really only paint my nails because I like how they look and I kind of enjoy it. But it's just my apologies for how probably ugly my nails look at the moment. So I apologise for that. But I also feel guilty because it's like, this is the least of our worries right now. Like, can we just be real for a minute? Like, I don't want to moan about nail varnish. That's embarrassing, isn't it? You know, it's just a bit cringe, isn't it, that people would even worry about that. But I'm going to be honest, if it gets to the point where I run out totally, then I am going to just be filming with no, I'm going to be sat here with like a hoodie on, my onesie, with no nail polish. I'm going to apologise in advance for that, because if you haven't seen Big Brother, that's really tickled me, that. Anyway, back to the reading. I'm such a weirdo how I've just gone on to a tangent. Or am I? Or am I? Maybe some of you are worrying about that kind of thing as well. And it's like, girl, boy, whoever you are, whoever's wearing the nail varnish or makeup, don't worry about it. It's fine. Because I'm not going to. Like, maybe we could all do a live together. Anyway. 7 of Wands. This is about defensiveness. So if you've been pushed away, I don't know why I went into that. They're all laughing at me now. I'm all giddy now from that last energy that I picked up on. Because it's all like Wheel of Fortune and Nine of Cups. Like, celebrate. It's a very, very nice, lovely energy, that. 7 of Wands is that defensive energy. Someone could have pushed you away. This person who I'm talking about could have pushed you away. Maybe you've pushed away someone, but someone, but while all this was going on, was pushing you away, or has done in the past. They're making me run to the other side of the room now. Well, obviously not run. You get what I'm trying to say. This energy here. Hang on a minute. Let's correct this situation. I feel like I'm in a ditch. And I'll tell you what, the chair's making dents in the carpet now. Right, I couldn't move. Right, so 8 of Cups. I don't know why I'm getting so fidgety. I'm picking up on someone's energy now. If this is you, exercise and meditate, because it's like I'm like this. Like I want to do some sort of interpretive dance or something. I'm sorry. 8 of Cups. This is someone that could have pushed you away and said I'm off, or didn't acknowledge you, or didn't speak to you. They're coming back. Okay? They're coming back. But they couldn't until they made the decision. It's King of Wands. because they have probably another party around them, which is what I was mentioning earlier, which is what is being closed out, but now they're on their way. They're coming. They're literally, that's it. They've made their mind up. Oh my goodness. Oh my. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. So this is the kind of the father, the stable offer. This is no longer that kind of let's wait until we offer something. This is, I've made my decision. You can't change my mind on this. This is my choice. You are my choice. I choose you. I choose you. I'm going to get goosebumps, aren't I? I can feel it. The message is coming. The message is coming. I choose you. I'm getting pure goosebumps. They've made their decision. They made their decision. This page made the decision. He's now looking because he's chosen that one. He made the choice. But now, because he made the choice, he's this. He's not the King of Wands because he's already made the action. He's putting the... He's no longer this. He's no longer the King of Wands. He's not in the third party. He's this. He's offering you. He's offering you. King of Swords. The choice has been made. The choice has been made. Right, let's do some... What are we going to do here? Let's do the Romance Angels for outcomes for Libra. Let's do Romance Angels for outcomes, just to wrap up the video here. Okay, Libra for the month of April. Libra for the month of April, please. Outcomes for Libra. Outcomes. What is the outcome, please, for Libra's April outcome? Have trust that this situation is unfolding exactly as it needs to do. Can you see the little cherub has shot? They've made the choice, and look, he's got the wand. He's got the wand in his hand, and he's already reconciled with that person that he chose with the wand. It's already been made. The choice has been made. Final card, please, Spirit. Final card. Have trust. Just know that it's coming. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So maybe that's another focus that they're trying to work through before, you know, the choice is made with you. But the communication is coming. The expression of love is here. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So they choose. Last card. They're saying one more. Pay attention to the red flags. So again, if you're in a situation that maybe you are thinking, well, this is definitely not adding up, this is not me, then obviously this may not be resonating with you. But for those who do, this is where it's heading. There's a journey coming up. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So I feel like you guys are going to, he's decided, but it's like you guys are going to put plans in motion here. You guys are going to put plans in motion. And if it was unrequited before, it's balancing itself out. If you felt like it was unrequited, or maybe they said they didn't admit how they felt, that acknowledgement's coming. Just trust. You've got to trust. Libra. We've got new love and romantic feelings. So this person has stirred your romantic feelings, and your feelings are real and worth exploring. So the angels and the cherubs have positioned these two together now into a situation where an acknowledgement is made and the choice has been completed. Allow your heart and your soul to sing with joy. So Libra, that was your reading for April for 2020. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I'm going to be doing lives on this channel or probably Instagram. I haven't decided if it's here or Instagram. I might alternate. Information is in the description box if you want to get hold of me for personalised readings. If you want to sort of ask me what other readings I do, by all means inbox me. As I say, lives will probably be, I'm not entirely sure what timings, because some of them are in the evening, sort of between 8 and 10 GMT. I might start doing some daytime ones as well, but just let me know what's easier for you. And thank you for all your likes, shares and subscriptions. It means a lot to me. Take good care and speak soon. Have a wonderful month. Bye.